To me, drawing is fundamental to an artist's way of looking at the world and making sense of it and expressing that in their work.
Drawings allow you into that process of creation in a way that a painting and a sculpture don't.
I draw to hone the language that I'm then putting into my paintings.
Drawing really does offer you a window into an artist's mind.
The British Museum put out an open call for museums and art galleries to participate in an exhibition focusing on contemporary drawing, and we were able to make an application and were successful. We were absolutely delighted.
I wanted to make the world aware that the British Museum collects contemporary art. This Department of Prints and Drawings, is particularly active in that.
During the pandemic, more people saw British Museum objects outside Bloomsbury than they did inside Bloomsbury. So it's a really important thing for the museum.
And so I wanted to bring that to a wider audience and to allow people to see what we've done.
We put an open call out through our networks to museums around the UK, and we then had applications. And then we selected 4 museums: the Oriental Museum in Durham, the Glenvivian Art Gallery in Swansea, the Cooper Museum in Barnsley, and the Pier Arts Centre in Orkney.
Orkney is a special place. It's a great community, great landscape. History, culture is wonderful, I think, and having the Pier Arts Centre here is a good counterbalance to all the history. Pushing Paper is an exhibition that brings together works that use drawing to explore the world in lots of different ways. That broad spectrum of artistic practice that's represented over the last 50 years in the exhibition shows the possibilities of drawing and how kind of fundamental it can be when, developing ideas or drawing for its own sake.
Drawings really show the workings behind a finished piece of art, and that these great masterworks, they're not just achieved in a kind of flash of genius. There is all of this work behind them that you can really get this insight into what the artist was thinking. The Prints and Drawings Room is a kind of portal to our collection, essentially. While we have temporary rotating exhibitions in the gallery space, that's only ever the tip of the iceberg of what's in our collection.
In this room, we've got well over 1 million works on paper here. It's a temple of paper.
I've been to the British Museum many times before, but I'd never actually been into the Prints and Drawings department, so that was a great pleasure and felt privileged to get that kind of access. There was a long list of drawings. We honed that down to highlight the works that we felt were particularly good or that we particularly liked. And then within that, we were also developing ideas about themes. It was a very creative experience to be working collaboratively with the curators for Pushing Paper.
It's a show of drawings from the last 50 years, and that's a really exciting time for drawing, because from the 60s and 70s onwards, drawing really came of age as its own medium in its own right, and also what a drawing could be radically expanded. And we thought that our contemporary drawings collection was one that really needed to be better known, and that also museums around the UK also had collections of contemporary drawings that they could show alongside.
I actually feel that drawing is essential. I think any artist first draws. So you start off with kind of rough drawings that just are in a way trying to bring out the ideas that you have in your head, or even the ideas that are not in your head, that are in your unconscious. You see, a lot of drawing is unconscious.
It is very interesting to see how different artists incorporate drawing in their practice. It can be a sketch ready for the next part of the creative process, or it can be the thing itself, the final thing. And I think seeing them all together like that is really inspiring.
Process is fundamental, I think, to art and to how it manifests itself. So drawing's the simplest form of expression.
What I like about drawing is the fact that it's pretty timeless. I mean, the way that an artist draws in the Renaissance and the way that an artist draws now are pretty much the same. And yet what's so extraordinary is there's endless variety, because they're expressions of personality.
We're very excited about the opening of the exhibition here in Orkney. It's been a great project, and we're really looking forward to showing people around this wonderful exhibition.